I'm taking you through my full retro illustration process in Procreate, from sketch through to the final textured details, as that's a big part of getting that slightly grainy hand-printed retro look. In this tutorial we create this retro-inspired kitchen scene using subtle textures and color choices that help give the illustration that nostalgic feel. I'll show you how I build up color, simplify shapes, and add those finishing touches that make the artwork feel cohesive and polished. You can find the free sketch and color palette in the description below, as well as a list of the brushes I am using. I have set my canvas dimensions and color profile to the following settings. So I've got the sketch group here, and what I do is for each layer in the sketch group I just select multiply and take it down to about 15%. You can have it up if you'd like to see it a bit more, and I'll just repeat that process for the rest of the layers. Now let's create two new layers. Select both group. I'm going to call this background. Select the bottom layer. I'll grab the sketch group, pop it on top. Now I'll turn some of these layers off. Select the bottom layer here. Now as I'm going on with the illustration, I will put a reference to the brush and brush size that I'm currently using on the screen. So for those of you who are following along, you can reference those brushes. I'm just going to select this light pink here, and I'm just going to fill this roughly in like so. I can go in bigger and just fill this shape in with this color like so. Now I'll grab the wrench icon and we're going to select canvas. I'm going to select drawing guide like so. Edit drawing guide, and I might just take the opacity down a little bit here on the drawing guide. Thickness is okay. Grid size should be set to 284 pixels. I'm going to continue using this gorgeous pinkish color, and make sure you're on this above that layer 6, layer 7. Let's now draw these horizontal lines. These are going to be our tiles in the kitchen. So I'm just going to draw a straight line over this line here like so. Don't let go at the end, because we can determine the end point and make sure the line is straight. If it looks a little bit crooked, just bring that point up a bit until it looks straight. And let's do the same for all of these horizontal lines going from here upwards. Now let's create a new layer on top, and we'll do the vertical lines. So the same trick, and go down, release. Now let's draw the cake. So I'll turn the cake sketch layer on. I might go back to the drawing guide and turn that off now. We don't need that now. And close this, create two new layers. Group, select both group, rename. I'll call this one cake. Select the bottom layer. For this I'm going to select the bright magenta color here, and I'm going to create an outline of the cake stand. Create two new layers. Select both group, rename, and select bottom layer. I'm going to select this color here. Let's turn on the hand sketch. I'm going to draw the hand in and then fill it in with color. Select this layer, the magenta color. Let's do the nails. Now let's go back to the cake. Select this layer here, I'm going to select the brown, darkest brown color here, and let's do the cake. Let's grab this and place it on top. Now let's select this color here. I might just go to the cake layer and just bring that opacity up a bit, just so we can see the lines here on the cake. And select this layer, create a new layer on top. Now before we go ahead, let's just grab this layer and pop it on here. And we're going to be working on this layer. I'd like to make this layer into a clipping mask. And for those of you who don't know, the clipping mask works like this. So whatever I place here on layer 16 will be contained to this cake shape on layer 11. Okay, so we're going to draw these lines. I'm going to start over here, and you see basically we're using the straight line trick like we did with the tiles here. So we draw a rough straight line, don't stress too much, just hold it at the end because you can change where the end point is. Just make sure it's straight. And when you're happy with it, release it. Let's repeat this over here. And a third time. Now we'll select this orange color here. Let's create another layer. I want this to be a clipping mask as well. And let's do the orange stripes now. Okay, let's just grab the cake stand. I'm just going to pop it on top here. And I'll just release the clipping mask so we can actually see it. Now let's create a new layer on top. We're going to create these dollops of cream on top of the cake. I will turn the sketch back on. I might take the opacity down a tad, like so. And I'll select this color here. So I'll just start off with doing an outline for two of them. One and the other. And just fill that in with color. Let's turn the sketch off. Okay, so now I'm going to create another layer on top. What I might do is I might select both and make a group. And then make sure that this one is selected. I'm going to select this brown color here. So I'm going to create a clipping mask here so I can contain that texture in these shapes here. And let's add this kind of beautiful texture to the dollops of cream. Alright, so we just close this group. I'm just going to duplicate this twice. Select that group and let's move this over here. It just saves us a little bit of time. And then select that group and move it over here. Alright, so what I'll do now is I'll select this layer here, create a new layer on top. Actually, I might just put this layer over here, and we're going to create a clipping mask. So it's created a clipping mask for us, but if it hasn't, just click that, make sure the clipping mask is selected over here. And I'm going to switch this layer to multiply at around 50 or so %. And I'm just going to add this gorgeous kind of shadow under the dollops of cream. So it looks like the dollops of cream creating a little bit of a shadow underneath them. I'll just zoom up so you can kind of see it. There we go, see that shadow? And this really cool kind of analog effect that we have with that brush here. Now let's close the cake group. Let's turn on the cake sketch, because we need it for this cherry. Create 2 new layers. Select both. Group cherries, and I'll select that layer there. Select the red color. I'm going to draw a rough circle, like so. You hold it, keep the brush down, don't let go when you're at the end, and you can just sort of make it bigger or smaller. Creates a perfect circle for you. And let's fill that in with color. Select this layer here. I'm going to select this color here. Take the brush down size a tad, and we're going to create these highlights, like so. Going to select that brown color, create a new layer, and I'll draw this cherry stalk in, like so. And now we're going to duplicate those cherries, save us a bit of time. So let's select all 3 layers, group. I'll call this 1. And let's duplicate that. Call this 2. And I'll rename the others to 3 and 4. So I'm going to grab 2, the arrow tool, oops, and I'm just going to pop it in here like so. Now I'll select cherry 3, arrow tool, and I might put that one in here and grab the green handle and just twist it on an angle a little bit so it's sitting there like so. And 4, and I might just twist that a little bit like so, and just so it doesn't look uniform, I will select that layer, so the stalk on that one, and select arrow tool, and I will flip it horizontally. Alright, so now let's close the cherries group. Let's create 2 new layers. Select both, group. I'll call this one whisk. Select the bottom layer. Select the orange color. Turn on the whisk sketch layer. And I'll draw the handle in. Select that, the brown, create a new layer, okay, I'm just going to select this layer and switch it to multiply. Now we're going to draw these stars. So I'll select the stars sketch layer, create 2 new layers, group, rename stars, select bottom layer. I'll use this mustard color here. And we're going to draw this really cool retro looking star. We're just going to make these strokes. And you can use that straight line trick. We drag the line and you don't release until the end. Until you can kind of feel the line straighten up, then you straightens up, then you can release it. Alright, and now I'm just going to kind of roughly sort of sketch it in. I want this to be quite rough and textured. And you can go ahead and do the other 2 stars using the same technique. So I've done the other 2 stars, and now we're going to turn the hand sketch layer back on. I'll go back to the hand group, select this layer, create a new layer on top, I'm going to select the orange color, and we're going to draw this really cool bracelet in this textured brush. Now for the final touch, let's just close all of these layers, and I'm going to go back to the background group, select that layer, create a new layer on top. Just make sure you've got this color selected, and we're going to add this kind of really cool texture effect to the tiles. And that's the illustration, it's finished. Now you can see how building up from simple shapes and then adding texture and small details, how this really changes the overall feel and gives it the that gorgeous retro look. So let's just have a look quickly at some of the details. You know, I'm just loving the texture here in the background, texture in those retro stars. Getting that sort of textured feel in the bracelets. The cake has got these gorgeous textured stripes running through it. You just want to eat the cake, you just want to eat those cherries on top. If you enjoyed this tutorial, I'd really appreciate it if you gave the video a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more videos, and feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions. Don't forget you can download the free sketch and color palette from the description. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy illustrating!